Bruchim habaim ledikduk dakot. This grammar video is on the Dagesh. Dagesh is simply the Hebrew word for dot. A Dagesh in Hebrew is simply a dot that goes in some of the Hebrew letters. So for example, if we have the letter beit here, a Dagesh is just a dot you put right inside of it. More than one Dagesh is called Dageshim. That's the plural form, Dageshim. One Dagesh, another Dagesh, Dageshim. So this video is on the Dageshim because there are two types of Dagesh. And eventually, it's going to be important for you to be able to differentiate between them in order to figure out what's happening in particular words. Now, a few of the things that I'm going to say in this video are actually going to be referring to parts of the Hebrew language you have not learned yet. So at times it may feel overwhelming or anxiety-producing or like you're standing in front of a fire hose. But it's okay, relax, take in what you can, and then perhaps you'll be able to come back to this video and rewatch it again in the future when this stuff becomes really important. So perhaps you could think of this video and its contents like the parable of the talents. I encourage you not to receive the content of this video and just bury it in the ground, because you know that grammar is a harsh master and it reaps what it does not sow, etc., etc. Rather, I encourage you to work at it. Look at it over and over. Really sort of get it eventually so that you understand what we're talking about here. Because in a few months' time, the knowledge in this video will pay dividends to you. And I think you'll find that perhaps, having been responsible with a little, you may receive more. But at the very least, just invest it in the bank. The memory bank, if you will. And at least you'll be able to draw on the interest when the master comes calling. But you don't have to worry about all of that right now. Just breathe and remember that there are two kinds of Dagesh. There's the Dagesh Lene and the Dagesh Forte. And I'm going to explain to you how to tell the difference between the two. So in the name Dagesh Forte, you can get the sense that it's the strong Dagesh. If you play music, you know that forte is when you play loud. So Dagesh Forte is the strong Dagesh. Dagesh Lene, on the other hand, is the weak Dagesh. Strong Dagesh, weak Dagesh. The Dagesh Forte, its function in the letters in which it appears, it doubles the consonant. Okay? It doubles the consonant. But the Dagesh Lene, on the other hand, does not. It doesn't double the consonant. Right? So you can get the sense that they're opposites in some respects. The Dagesh Forte can appear in any letter except the gutturals. Do you remember which letters are the gutturals? They're on the first page of the textbook. I'll write them down for you. The gutturals are, say it with me now, Aleph, Hey, Hate, Ayin, and Resh. Aleph, Hey, Hate, Ayin, and Resh will reject a Dagesh. Under no circumstances will they accept a Dagesh. But a Dagesh Forte can appear in any of the other consonants outside of these five. The Dagesh Lene, on the other hand, only appears in 6 letters. And those 6 letters have a bit of a weird acronym that we use to describe them. Bigad Kafat. Bigad Kafat. And those 6 letters are all of the capitalized letters here in this word, Bigad Kafat. So Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pei, and Tav. Those 6 letters are the only letters in the Hebrew alphabet that can accept a Dagesh Lene. Now, the challenge sometimes comes in that those 6 letters can also accept a Dagesh Forte. That's when you have to start being able to differentiate between the two. And this is how you do it. Number 4, Dagesh Forte will always follow a vowel. Granted, you don't know any Hebrew vowels yet. You're going to learn those in the next chapter, but that's okay. Just remember, Dagesh Fortes follow a vowel. On the other hand, Dagesh Lenes cannot follow a vowel. So if you have a Dagesh after a vowel, it's a Forte. If it doesn't follow a vowel, it's a Lene. It's kind of that simple. Okay, here's just a couple of examples. These lines and dots and dashes at the bottom, those are the vowels, okay? So this is the word hadag. You can see here the Dagesh in the Dalet. Hebrew goes this direction, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. So you can see that this Dagesh follows this vowel right here called a patach, hadag. So that must be a Dagesh Forte because it follows the vowel. Same is true here. This is the word hashemish, hashemish. The Dagesh here in the sheen follows the vowel in front of it. Therefore, it must be a Dagesh Forte. On this side, the Dagesh Lene. Here we have a Dalet, and here's our vowel, lamed vowel, tav. The Dagesh is in the Dalet, and there's no vowel that precedes it. Therefore, we know it's a Dagesh Lene. It's really quite simple, just like that. So, at least invest this video in your memory bank. Perhaps you want to come back to it over and over so that you can live into it fully in the future. Whatever you do, just don't bury it. Lech l'shalom.